Welcome to Coffee and the Bull.
Hey guys, Mike and John with Coffee and the Bull. I want to say thank you all for taking a moment out of your day this week to listen to our episode. In case you did not know what was going on in the world today, we're going to do current events. This week is Christmas week. So
Merry Christmas.
If you haven't bought presents for your wife, go do that now. Stop what you're doing.
We're not buying each other
listening.
anything.
You don't even need to listen to this on the way to the store. You need to stop what you're doing and go buy the presents now. Because even though she says she doesn't want anything, or hey, we're good this week. This year we'll buy for everybody else. Buy her a Christmas gift.
Mike's history has proven.
I've learned from experience. So definitely go do that. If you haven't bought anything for your parents or whoever else, make sure you do that. Give them a little something. Something to say. Hey, I appreciate what you've done in my life. So that being said,
throw them for a loop. Get the onesie.
Yeah, got a bear onesie over here. So what we're going to do, and Coffee and the Bull got their first two gifts, first two presents, Christmas presents this year. We'll see what happens next year. But this year, my wife, Brittany, decided she's going to buy Christmas gifts for the podcast. I have no idea what they are. She bought them when I wasn't there, and she wrapped them when I wasn't there. So we're going to see what happens. So, John, if you want to pick, you want the big box or the little box?
I'll take the little box. I feel like that's
the
safer one. It's kind of got some weight to it for being a little box.
Yeah, you can open that one. And one thing I like about Christmas, man, is I think not knowing what's in the box adds a little bit of mystery. Goes a long way to make it exciting,
Okay, so I can't see what this is.
You can't see or can't say?
I can't see.
Okay.
But it's got a barcode.
It's got a barcode.
If this is a bar of soap, I'm going to talk some trash.
Why would it be?
I don't know. That was my first thought. I was like, she got a soap. What did she wrap this with?
It's called paper. Wrapping paper. Yeah.
This is a wacky waving inflatable tube guy.
Wait a minute, what?
That's what it says. Wacky waving inflatable tube guy. I've got to see this thing. Just
you just throw that off to the side. So why are you trying to figure that out?
Yeah, you open yours.
Yeah.
Oh God. She messed up. She didn't take the price tag off.
She did tell me that. She said I didn't take any of the price tags off. So
So if you happen to own the wacky waving inflatable tube guy mini, let us know. We're gonna have one.
I got a box of totally embarrassing dad jokes.
Yes, I see. I knew.
Man, you know what?
We're
gonna start this off right.
I could not have gone right with my choice of the
you
packages.
definitely chose a good one.
He's got the worst dad jokes ever. Mine aren't
they're
as good.
solid quality dad jokes. But you know what we can do? We'll have the first episode of dad jokes.
All right, you get the dad joke ready. I'll get wacky wavy. Why? Okay, people that work in packaging. This is.
What did the man say while he was reversing his car? This takes me back.
My brain went, back it up, Terry.
What's E.T. short for?
Oh, snakes.
He's got little legs.
That's what it's short for?
That's why he's short.
Okay, so this device has some... Wait, is there a plug somewhere that I missed?
I feel like, he's got a plug in somewhere.
Typical Christmas drama.
So, guys, if normally we do this at the end of the episode. If you do not like the fact that she gave us a wacky inflatable guy, or that she gave us dad jokes that you now get to listen to, send some hate mail. coffeeandthebull@yahoo.com. Let us know, and I will make sure. I will personally guarantee that it makes it to Brittany, and I will say it as mean or as nice as you want. So we'll start it. You ready for the first 3 dad jokes?
Hold on. I need to get some batteries real fast.
All right, so while he gets up and goes get his batteries, we're going to do some dad jokes.
I'm so glad I'm going to get spared from that.
Oh, I can wait. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit pause and wait for him to come back. So,
not even going to pause. I'll just edit that out. All right, let's see what this does. Let's see if this plug even works, because I don't know.
Don't pull.
All right, I think I got enough. We can do this.
All right.
Yeah, can you reach it? No. Don't poo. Don't poo. That's what he yelled at me. All right. Inflatable arm man is down. Next to the...
Something just, yeah, your light just showed.
you just hit that the back cord. There you go. I don't think that plug works. I've tried to plug something else in there before and it didn't work.
Yep. Technical difficulties.
This is so frustrating.
Oh, here, I'm gonna do the coffee pot, which I feel like is sacrilegious, but I feel like your plug doesn't work. Remember how it said you needed batteries? Is there an on switch?
Yeah.
Oh, stupid. You're so stupid. Well, so the issue with the inflatable guy is that's going to create a bunch of noise.
Terrible noise.
Yeah.
So here he is. He's on the table. He's free to go. He's getting a little wild. All right. I think he's definitely affecting the mics. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that died.
Yeah. So, well, you know what didn't die? The sense of humor here at Coffee and the Bull. So, what we'll do, we'll ask you a question. If you can give me an answer for the listeners at home, because they would be dying to hear these jokes, but I need your participation. What happened when the man ate the clownfish? You're never going to get that. You ready? You ready? He felt funny.
Tis the season.
Look,
That's why I'm letting him
it
get
is
away
like
with this.
Night at the Apollo or something like that. Whatever comedy club. The Funny Bone. There we go. We'll go with that one. What did the cheese say to the other cheese when they got stuck in the mud?
Just spinning our cheese wheel.
We got to get through this. You wanted to laugh on that one.
These are worse than his normal dad jokes.
We're doing nothing but these on TikTok. Why did this kitten sit on the photocopier?
To be a
They
copycat.
wanted to be a copycat.
You threw a softball. You threw a softball.
Yeah, it was softball. So all right. So now we got the gifts out of the way, and so again, if you want to send some hate mail to Brittany, I will make sure she gets it.
Yes.
coffeeandthebull@yahoo.com. We'll be more than happy to forward your hate mail, and we'll address her response. So, because we're kind of in the same boat you are. So
That was brutal. God.
So let's, John, if you want to start it off. What do you like about Christmas?
So that would depend. So as a kid, I loved the presents, and like I was never, as much as our parents
I
tried
think
to.
every kid loves presents.
Right. I don't. I know my parents tried really hard to make it like a family oriented, type of bonding type thing or whatever, family
As a
traditions.
kid, you just don't care about that.
I don't care.
You just want the
I just
gift.
wanted the presents. But one thing that I remember was like our Santa ate honey buns and he drank Pepsi.
Is that also what Bill drank?
That's
and ate?
that's what my daddy used to eat and drink.
That's a weird coincidence.
Right.
What's the likelihood that both Santa and Bill
Right. Weird.
ate and drank the same thing?
So I remember we were in Germany and I was a little kid, that's where Daddy was stationed, and we're sitting out there. I remember we gotta put out cookies and milk, and my mom going, got a letter from Santa. He wants honey buns and Pepsi this year.
Your mom sounded like she was from Fargo.
Right.
Got a letter from Santa?
Yeah, she was from Fargo. No, she wasn't. She actually, as crazy as this is, she was born in Baton Rouge.
Don't you lie.
Yeah, not from Louisiana at all. My
Right.
my granddaddy was
They were
stationed at
driving to
Shreveport.
like a road trip or something.
Or not
and gave
Shreveport,
birth?
Schriever.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no, that's Colorado. What's the base down here? I can't remember. Elgin? But I don't think he was at
I wasn't in the
Elgin.
military.
Anyway, granddaddy was in the Air Force. He was stationed down here, and that's why my mama was born in Baton Rouge. But not a Louisiana bone in her body. But yeah, so that's what Santa got that year was honey buns and Pepsi. But my favorite thing now is trying to keep the magic alive. Daughter was harping about the elf on the shelf thing, so we're gonna try that this year, see how that goes.
She was telling me about the elf. Said the elf hadn't moved.
So I made a mistake, and when I got the elf, I didn't open the box and look at the elf.
Mm-hmm.
My my elf's a little south of the border.
Okay.
So the elves on the shelf, they've created them to have different nationalities and ethnicities. It doesn't specify, it just says boy or girl. Well, I didn't open it up and look, and so we're sitting here, we're making, you got to name your elf, and that's part of the process with it. And my son, he's being a typical 8-year-old boy, and he's, let's name him Booger Britches, and
Right.
stuff like that. And my daughter, she's like, no. And I was like, let's name him, because we have a thing with boogers and chimichangas. I don't know what it is about it, but those are the two things that my kids and I go through. And so I rattle off that name, and I was like, how about Paco Taco? And she, with the most sincerest little 6-year-old sweetness, goes, he looks like a Miguel, but he's dressed like an elf. And I was like, oh, God. I couldn't stop.
Yeah, just like that, we're getting canceled.
Yes.
So, to get us back on track, people really hate cheesy puns.
Yeah.
But I'm quite fondue of them.
Stop reading the dad jokes. Stop it. Put the cards down.
I can't help it.
You created this monster, Brittany. No, I go to extremes with Christmas, though. Like, I will have fake snow. I will have, reindeer food. And I remember one year, my older daughter, Maddie, we were in Arizona. And it was crazy because it frosted.
Mm-hmm.
Like that night, which for Phoenix, Arizona, that's unheard of. There's just this light frost that had come out, and we had thrown hay and straw and cheese balls, and I let them put whatever they wanted on the plate for the reindeer food, and so we put it out in nice little piles. Well, when they passed out, I go out there and I throw it all out, and I make it look like the reindeer have just destroyed it. And I took Raisinets and I tossed them out in like piles, like reindeer poop. So the next morning we get up, and I'm up before them, and they bust in the door like, Dad, the Santa came, and we open the window because from the second floor of the house you could see out onto the part of the roof where I'd put all the reindeer food. And I had Raisinets in my pocket. So I get out and I'm like, they ate all this food. They just crapped all over my roof. And I'm making this big deal, and the kids are loving it, And I was like, that's so weird. And poor little Maddie, she was probably like 5 at the time. She's like, what, Daddy, what? And I was like, this poop looks funny. It doesn't look like normal reindeer poop. And she goes, how do you know what reindeer poop looks like? So I pulled a handful of the Raisinets out of my pocket, and I was like, And I just threw a handful in my mouth, and I was like, they poop candy! The faces those two kids made. Just, my son and my daughter both just staring at me in utter disgust. It's like I walk up to them, like, you guys want to try it? And my little Maddie, she's, no, that's poop, Dad. We don't
eat poop.
We don't eat the poop.
We're not poor.
I'm like, but no, you don't understand. It's awesome. It's just like candy. And she goes, that's poop. That was the moment I realized you can take the magic too far. You can.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what happened.
Yeah, she still tells that story though to my other two kids now about don't let Daddy eat the reindeer poop this year. And obviously she knows Santa's. Santa.
I remember growing up and my dad had saved up and got us a go-kart, old, I forget the name of the brand, had a little 5 horsepower Briggs and Stratton on the back of it.
Right.
And for us, again, we grew up poor, and he was supporting a very large family on a very small salary.
Right.
And he bought us a go-kart one year. And I remember, we were head over, like just excited, ready to go. We're about to, drive this thing, for 6 years.
Right,
if
the wheels
can
gonna fall off.
And I remember he pulls it out of the shed that it was in, pushes it out into the driveway, and I don't know, so a lot of Louisiana Christmases are very, it's very muggy and humid. Like, we're still walking around in shorts and T-shirts.
Right.
This was not one of those Christmases, okay? This was one of the Christmases where it was your stereotypical cold as balls. You know,
Right.
It wasn't snowing because it's still Louisiana, but it's just got that chill in there that goes whoo, whoo. You know,
Right.
like it is freezing cold. And so we're all out there. I mean, nobody. You're in pajamas and a jacket, So a lot of good. That's really doing you.
Right, right.
Your legs are cold. My dad's in his shorts and a white T-shirt, because he's like, I don't need no jacket. And you're thinking, and to be fair,